Okay, we're looking at job 23967. This is called Nottingham Condos. That's the wrong name right there. I don't know what that says, but that's wrong. So I will change that because it should say Nottingham. I spoke to Igor, who's the contact facility manager out here, and this is a very clean lot. This is out in Bellevue off 156th. They've got a parking area here, and they've got parking that's up here. We're going to have to price this, the seal coating, in two parts. All right. So price number one is going to be to seal coat the drive aisle that comes in all the way up to the neighbor's property, as well as the exit that goes out. So the measurement for seal coating on the enter and exit is going to be one price. The reason for that is because this property, which is called Casa Hermosa, is sharing the costs of the seal coating and striping for this driveway that comes in. Okay. So I'll have a measurement on this for seal coat number one. And then the striping on it, there's 4 painted arrows. There's a 12-inch exit only, and there's a 12-inch enter only. Actually, no, the word only is not on there. So there's one 12-inch enter and one 12-inch exit. 4 painted arrows. And then you've got, let's see, 32 plus 16, there's 48. 48 feet of 10-inch white painted chevrons on top of the speed bumps. Okay, so that is going to be price number one for seal coating and striping, and that's going to be called entrance. Okay, price number two is to seal coat all of the parking areas here up above in this upper lot, and then all the seal coat down in this, as well as striping. All these covered roofs here are carports along here, and it has concrete underneath, as well as right here. So these roofs right here are carports. Carport. These are carports. Those are carports. So we'll have seal coating in here and seal coating all down this drive aisle, and then in between these carports right here. That's going to be the pricing for seal coat and striping number two. And that's just the parking lot area. All right, so power washing. We only need 1 day to power wash inside here and inside here. It's kept in really good condition, so there'll be a little bit of moss to take out in front of some of the curbs and some very light areas of moss near the shrubs up in this shaded area, as you can see. But that's going to be about it. Other than that, it's very clean. Crack fill, only 150 feet of crack fill. Okay, as far as striping goes, you've got 100 feet of yellow painted curb. You've got 117 parking stalls. You've got 117 sets of stall numbers that are 12-inch. You've got 4 8-inch yellow painted visitor stencils to do. You've got 120 feet of white painted crosshatch striping. You've got 3 ADA stencils. And that should do it. Was there yellow painted curb? Yes, I already got that. Okay. So this has to be done in phases. All right. So these guys, the neighbors, are going to pay for half of this, which, whatever. They'll figure that part out. We're just giving the total price for price number one, seal and stripe. Price number two, to seal and stripe both lots. All right. So let's talk about how this thing's going to get phased. Phase one's going to be to seal and stripe all this parking area up on the top, as well as half of the entrance that you come in at, and then the exit roadway that goes down. And I'll show you what it looks like. Then on a separate day, we'll stripe everything back. So day one would be seal coat this whole upper area, plus half of the entrance and the exit roadway that goes down. Day number 2 would be to stripe all of that back. Day number 3 would be to seal coat this area. And then day number 4 would be to stripe this all back. One thing about day number 3, when we go to seal coat this, we'll have to seal coat the other half of the entrance that comes up. So there's the entrance that comes down, and you can see there's 2 lanes coming in on the entrance. Then on the other side of these trees, you've got the exit. Okay? You've got a big church parking lot that's next door, and we're going to use this, and so are they, for parking and also to get out of this place. There's Casa Hermosa, which shares this entrance coming in and also shares this exit going out. So when we go to do this upper phase, we're going to seal coat all this parking down in here, and then we're also going to seal coat half of this entrance. Okay, so from the middle point this direction, seal coat all of that plus all of this parking until you get up to the top here. Okay, so we go all the way up to the speed bump at the halfway point, and we seal coat all of this all the way down to the end, the dead end there where the asphalt stops. There's a little bit of asphalt that wraps around the carport, and then that's it. Ooh, special note here. On all these carports going down, they're not concrete underneath, so we got to include the full square footage all the way down because it is asphalt, and you've got some curbing that sits right in the middle. So this is real fun for the seal coat guys. Sorry guys, but we will have to seal coat in between the curbs here. Same thing down there and in the next carport. All right, so sorry about that. That sucks. Okay, but over on this other area, all of this carport area is concrete. So everything underneath is concrete on those carports. And on that other phase that I showed you on the other side, those are also all concrete carports. So don't measure up seal coating under those carports or those ones in there. We do have to do all the striping though. Okay? So the other phase now, so picture this as we're seal coating all the way up this, up to that halfway point. We got to leave that open. We got to leave this open so that cars can drive down. They're going to have to hug this real tight, and then they're going to have to exit out of the church parking lot. Down at the far end, there's an exit right down there where cars can drive through and get out of here. So on that phase 1, we'll seal coat half of this, and then we'll also seal coat from the catch basin. We'll kind of seal coat at an angle here over to the curb here. We'll get, actually I take that back because I got to leave half of that entrance open. But this little piece right in here, like a little triangular piece, we'll seal coat this along with the whole exit, okay? So that way this gets done and that half of the entrance gets done. And then we'll be able to leave this open for people to exit out while we seal coat this exit. They'll be able to exit out of the church. And then when we flip it and do the other phase, they'll be able to come up on the opposite side, all the way up, and they'll be able to come all the way down. And then when they get down to this point right in here, we'll be seal coating that portion that went into this area. So half of this entrance on phase 1 going this direction is going to get seal coated with the exit. So that way when we flip it, they can drive out of this side, and then they can shoot over, and then they can go out the exit while we seal coat that little piece there. So that little section that's right there, that little section right there, and this section right here, this half, will get seal coated on the next phase. So the other half of this entrance will get seal coated all the way up to about here, and then this little half of the road going up to Casa Hermosa to the church will get seal coated. Okay, now I'm over in that second phase where it's L-shaped parking. You're gonna have to edge behind the wheel stops here. This is where some of the power washing, a majority of the power washing is gonna be, is in this lot, but only in those areas. You got this parking here, and then this goes all the way down to the end, wraps around. And these are all carports that are concrete carports. But you will have a little bit of asphalt to do up to that sidewalk, okay? And that's it. Very clean lot though, very, very clean. You'll see some little voids in certain areas. Here's where some of the crack fill is, right here on this lot, but you won't see it hardly anywhere else except for maybe in the entrance. Maybe a little bit right here, but that's why I only had a little over 100 feet, okay? So there you go. One thing I need to add though is there's that speed bump, so I'm gonna have to add on an additional 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, an additional 24 feet of 10-inch white chevrons there. Okay, that's gonna do it. If you have any other questions, let me know. I'll have the aerial maps with the phasing saved to Google Drive so that it makes sense. And then hopefully you understand that the mobilizations out here would be 1 day for power washing, 2 days for seal coating, 2 days for striping. Okay? Thanks.